Hey Pisces, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. You are showing up right away here in a big way because you have the Queen of Cups. So in the past, there may have been a situation that called for you to open your heart up in ways that could help you manifest some new beginnings. Now you're showing up with the Queen of Cups. This is about you not taking things too personally, where maybe that was the case in the distant past or the recent past. I feel like you were working on managing your emotions to back that up with your manifestations instead of being overly emotional towards a situation, which sometimes can even push the very things that we want into our life. It can push them further out, where you're working on finding a balance here, Pisces, because the past energy is the Queen of Cups, who does recognize her emotions. And I feel like you are embracing some qualities within others as well, where maybe other people told you you're highly sensitive, or maybe you know that you are very empathic, very intuitive, but I feel like this is for the better, because the lesson or part of why you've gone through this Queen of Cups energy or an experience that had you open your heart up even more was to manifest from a place of love, not a place of fear, right? And so there could have been a person around you who was very lower vibrational energies or frequencies, and maybe you thought that if I just love them enough, or if I just put my heart and soul into this, that it's going to turn out exactly the way that I want. But I feel like you may have been taken advantage of. I feel like there could have even been manipulation. Someone took advantage of your kind, beautiful heart here, Pisces. And I feel like you felt a little bit let down. But the good news is you've learned from that lesson. And now you're still keeping your heart open, but you're manifesting from a place of you, right? You're putting yourself first. You're putting your cup, you're filling it first instead of filling the cups of everybody else. And I feel like that's a big lesson that you've learned, and you've had to learn it the hard way, but you're not a doormat for anyone. You're not letting anyone take advantage of you, and you're not going to exhaust yourself at the expense of others. All right, let's take a look at your aspirations. You are ready. There is something that you've been working on, some choices that you've made in the past, where finally you can see that there is momentum. There's your ships coming in here with the Three of Wands. This is about a return on your investment. And that may be even part of what's going on in the past here, is you putting your heart and soul into something, manifesting it, and now you get a return. So the Three of Wands showing up as your aspirations for not just now, but the next 12 months. This is self-love, and you could be manifesting some new health routines, manifesting a new career opportunity, manifesting new love. And I feel like you're not stopping this time, or you're not letting distractions get in the way, because what is helping you achieve this forward movement is that wounded warrior within you. You're saying, yeah, I've been cut, right? I've had to get the thorns before I could get the rose there. And this is the card of the wounded warrior, but you're actually using that energy, Pisces, to help you move forward, right? You're using the spiritual strength, because that's what the Nine of Wands can be as well. Even though you've gone through a lot, you have this spiritual strength within you. This is about completions. There's some sort of big accomplishment that you are hitting, maybe even the first level of success, because I get that there's multiple levels of abundance, of love, of success, whatever your dreams are, whatever your aspirations, whatever you're manifesting. There's multiple levels, but what's motivating you at this time is pushing through and completing a cycle that may have been very painful or very difficult or challenging, but you've learned so very much along the way. So Three of Wands, don't take your eye off the prize. Even if this isn't something that comes in immediately, However, Wands energy is quite quick, so there could be a quick turnaround, possibly within even 3 to 9 days for some of you. There could be a quick turnaround here. So I like where you're going. So it could also be on the 3rd or the 9th, perhaps there was some movement. It could also be the 30th or even the 19th could be significant, maybe even the 29th. Now, what could be challenging you is this King of Swords. This could be an actual person. I feel like for some of you it is. It could be a legal person, legal matters. This King of Swords can be very rigid, very stuck in their ways. Someone who's all about the truth, right? They don't put a lot of heart into it. They put a lot of head into it. This is about you. I feel like someone around you could be very stern. Like they don't want to put up with any crap, but yet that may be why at times it feels like they're taking advantage, right? But I also see with this King of Swords, if this is a relationship that you are in, if this is romantic, perhaps someone has a very different love language than you, and maybe they have a more difficult time showing their emotions. They could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I also see here Aquarius season, which begins on around January 21st. It could bring significant changes. It could be completions of cycles here for you as well, which could pertain to the legal system. The King of Swords, he could also be military. He could be law, but he does tend to get his answers from his head. And I feel like there's an eagle eye view. Now, what could be blocking the energy, which we see here, you want to move forward, but what could be blocking it is someone very angry, someone who may be a little bit hot-headed, who may be not in touch with their emotions at all, where you are more in touch with your emotions. But I just feel like there's someone or something around you who's a little bit ruthless, and they're trying to challenge you from this big picture thinking, right? They want you to stick to their type of thinking or their ways when you're saying, nah, I've done that in the past. It didn't work. You walked all over me. Now I'm moving forward. I feel like this person, even though he's a challenge, I still feel like you have what it takes to move forward. Now, when it does come to relationships and emotions, Page of Wands showing up here is about you maybe taking a deeper dive into the why, right? This, again, is Wands energy. Some of you would be excellent psychologists. You'd make a really great mentor where you're diving into why people act the way they do, why they behave the way they do. Some of you may even be looking at certain traits such as bipolar disorder, narcissistic personality, autism, things of that nature. I feel like you've done a lot of research, maybe even on the mind, and that could help you in matters of the heart. So this could even be children or child energy. But I also get that someone around you could be very immature, and it's like you have their eye on them, or maybe it feels like they have their eye on you, because you can see in this Page of Wands energy, this can be immaturity, okay? This can be someone suspecting something when it comes to matters of the heart. I feel like if this is children, you may be keeping an eye out on someone here, making sure someone's okay. I mean, with this page showing up in your emotions or in your relationships, I do feel like there's a big opportunity for growth, because someone around you could be a little bit unpredictable. Maybe they tend to jump in head first, or maybe they are a little bit immature. Now, whether it is a love relationship or connection, or perhaps you're wanting to venture off, maybe you're joining, maybe a new network to meet some new people. In matters of the heart, maybe this could be online dating. It could be speed dating or Tinder, something where you're, swiping, because this can be quick interaction as well. So I feel like you are open to the idea of love, but there's some sort of new news or new communication I feel is available or incoming. Okay, you could find something out about someone, or you could be kind of looking at someone's background and saying, okay, I like that, but that's kind of a little bit of a red flag. So you definitely have someone under the microscope here. Someone is checking you out and wants to know a little bit more about you, Pisces, or what you're doing, who you're with. Now, when it comes to career, work, and finances, There could be some moves for you to make. Now, this can be competitive. 5 of Wands energy. You can see that she's deciding to make a big move when it comes to her career. She doesn't want to make the wrong one. But I also get this energy of you being above the competition because something has been highly competitive, and I almost get that you're manifesting this new opportunity here, and you see that your ships are coming in for you. You finally see that your blood, sweat, and tears that you put into a situation is paying off because you're making the right moves. You're investing in the right things. And I feel like you've been wounded here when it does come to career. Maybe you've taken a couple of hits, or maybe you have lost out on something financially in the past, but you're rediscovering new ways to work with your money or with your finances or to build your career. Maybe some of you are going back to school to gain a certification that does put you above the competition. But ultimately, I feel okay about this 5 of Wands. I feel like there's definitely change happening in your career sector, but I feel like it's change for the better. Yeah, change for the better, but you're going to have to make some moves. And maybe you're waiting to hear back from someone, and that could be, people looking into you as well. Okay, this could be people looking at your resume or looking at your work. I also feel that there's a lot of people that do what you do, but you have this gift. You have this specific trait that someone is looking for or someone really admires. And I feel like there could be a big increase or, a drastic change in how money comes to you. And for those of you that have struggled in a legal situation, I feel like money is going to come to you as well. All right, when it comes to health and well-being, you have the Death card, major transformations when it comes to health. Maybe some of you have dealt with an actual death, and that's left a big mark on your health. Okay, maybe it's even left a mark on you financially, for better or for worse. The death energy is about huge changes. So some of you have gone through a big change, maybe menopause. For others of you, a complete weight loss journey. This could be recovery from cancer. I just get that there's big changes going on within the body, and it doesn't have to be a life or death, but I feel like there is an ending coming to an old way of doing things. So maybe you were very stagnant in your energy and maybe you really wanted to shake up the routine and start something new for New Year's. I feel like you've ended an old cycle, ended something that wasn't as healthy, and you're moving towards shaking things up a little bit, and you're going to start to feel more confident in your own skin as well. There is something with skin. It's almost like porcelain skin. Some of you may look really good for your age, or you may have skin that looks younger than most. Some of you really lather on the lotions, or maybe you're looking into different eye creams or things of that nature. You may be looking at allergies as well, because sometimes lilies have a certain thing that really can affect people on an allergy level, or it may affect their senses. So something with smell here, maybe even the eyes I'm getting. But it's almost like there's a full body makeover here. So maybe some of you are actually having a full body makeover, or there's some big personal changes happening here within you when it comes to your health and well-being. I feel like you're going to come out on top, because it's like that caterpillar going in that sticky, cocooning, messy, almost ready to die stage before it realizes, dang, that wasn't for nothing. I was just turning into a butterfly. I was just realizing and growing my wings. And even though it was a mess, I went through this awakening in order to get to this part of myself that I never would have been able to get to being at that caterpillar level. So if you felt like you were a caterpillar being held back for whatever reason in the past, get ready here, because you've grown wings. Your soul has wings, and I feel like you're ready to fly. Take your health to a new level. All right, we have in the spiritual energy and inner fulfillment, Page of Cups. Beautiful. You're open to the idea of love. Some of you are in love with love, right? This can be a very beautiful, deep energy. It's about emotional experiences that fulfill you. It can be about new beginnings in love, new relationships. So when this comes to your inner fulfillment, I feel like you're letting the heart lead the way, right? Instead of WWJD, WWLD. What would love do, right? What would, same energy, but what would love do? And I feel with the Page of Cups here, that's what you are asking yourself. What would love do in this situation? But most importantly, what would self-love do? Would self-love allow this person to walk all over me? Would self-love allow that person to talk to me this way? Right? Would self-love allow me to, you know, A, B, or C, you name it, to treat myself poorly, or to feed this person this nasty food that I wouldn't even eat myself, right? So, or vice versa. So what would love do? And I feel like you're taking better care of yourself, your health, and I feel like you're opening up to some spiritual gifts, including empathy, including intuition. Also, and this came up in another reading, and they're highlighting it again as well. It could be omegas. Some of you maybe are taking some omegas, maybe some fish oil. That could be what I'm seeing with the skin and the hair and the nails, maybe even some prenatals. But the Page of Cups energy showing up in your spiritual energy is really beautiful, because it means that you are living and leading from the heart. And that's what you're all about, Pisces. So beautiful. Let's take a look at the focus. What should you focus on? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? So it's interesting that you have the King of Swords showing up, because the King of Swords is all about the truth, but sometimes we don't always like what we hear. So whether this king is coming in delivering some sort of truth that may be a hard pill to swallow, for others of you, maybe you're finding out some sort of truth about this person. And maybe the truth is that you completely have different love languages, or you're completely on different sides of the spectrum here, where the truth is that no matter how much you try to integrate this connection, it just topples and fails, and it's not helping you grow, but it's keeping you at that caterpillar status or stage of your life. So again, sometimes we don't always want to hear what we need to hear, but sometimes it's in our best interest. So focus on the truth, focus on an action plan, focus on clarity, because once you do that, you're going to break through or cut through, as we say. You're going to cut through any of the fluff, and you then have and hold this key that's going to open the door to a brand new opportunity. And that's what you're focusing on here. Okay, maybe getting honest with yourself, right? Maybe this King of Swords represents aspects of yourself that you've been stuck in your old ways for quite some time. Maybe you really like binge watching Netflix when you get home from work because it's relaxing and it's downtime, but your waistline doesn't like it, right? Each year you tend to pack on a couple more pounds and a couple more pounds, where the truth of the matter is you got to stop that. You got to get out of that routine because it's not helping you. It's a detriment to your health. And as hard as it is, this could be kind of getting to the nitty gritty of some sort of cold, hard truth that you know is best, but we don't always take our advice. And that's kind of what I get here. Focus on what you need to get clear on, and then follow through with it. Action plan. All right, Pisces, the most important lesson for you at this time, there's cutting through the beliefs. It could be getting into a new way of thinking, okay? Because the Hierophant can be about divine guidance. It can be about institutional thinking. It can be traditional, societal. It's where we are taught, right? Teachings, learnings, religion. It is about our morals. And some of you, there's been some corrupt advice, maybe even cult-like at times. So there's been some advice that you were taught, but you're still struggling with it in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like it's important for you to do a deep dive into maybe what some of these beliefs are. For some of you, it could be a King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone that has strong, stubborn traits. Or this could be aspects of yourself that are very stuck in some beliefs that you have, but they're not helping you anymore. Maybe they helped you get through that divorce 10 years ago. Maybe they helped you get through some sort of unemployment spell. But what it's done is it's hardened you in a way, and it's kept you in a state of my way or the highway at times, or a state of ambivalence even. And I feel like you're learning new things. That's why she's holding the book. That's why the owl's there, because there's new teachings, there's new opportunities for you to learn and to get clear on how to do that, how to move forward and to stick to something, right? Stay consistent in your efforts. I also feel like there could be a helpful person. Okay, this could be a guru, it could be a soul coach, it could be a psychic, a healer, a mentor, a teacher, a sage. The Hierophant can show up as someone who can help you shift and shape your beliefs into something that's more beneficial, something more healthy, something that brings about a new renewed sense of faith. Right? So I feel like some of you could be working with someone who kind of pivots and helps you shift your energy into something more productive or into something more healthy, or allows you to see things for what they are, right? I mean, the lesson could be someone kind of gives it to you the way it is, but now you have the key because of some sort of helpful guidance here. So I like this. Now, Pisces, your outcome energy is, oh, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. See, this isn't for nothing. But the 10 of Pentacles is the slowest of the suits, right? Pentacles takes a long time, right? We don't just graduate high school and boom, we have, you know, our 10 of Pentacles, our financial plan set and stability and retirement all set up. We put into that each year. We build year by year, day by day. And I do feel like you've put a lot of your time, your energy, your investments into your stability. And you're going to see that the fruits of your labor pay off. Some of you, this could be the time or the year that you retire, that you maybe purchase a new home. Maybe this is the year where you create a legacy for yourself, for your children, for those around you, the lives that you touch. This can be a marriage card as well, 10 of Pentacles. But I'm also getting here that this does have to do with maybe inheritance. If you're dealing with some sort of financial situation, there could be inheritance coming in. Or I'm also hearing here like medical, something with medical pay. 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful outcome here, Pisces, and it's all yours. You have what it takes here to create a sense of stability, and you've done the work. That's part of the Magician energy coming in here. You've manifested this life of abundance, and you're turning things around, and you've been doing it all along. But when it comes to emotions, I feel like you're turning some things around when it comes to relationships in your life. Maybe you've struggled with a relationship with your significant other, your spouse, your mother, your children, your siblings. I feel like there's some sort of turning point here where you're realizing that family is important, that you want some sort of situation. And look at that. We have a little fly that comes in to distract, but I feel like there was something distracting you from your 10 of Pentacles. Maybe it was your confidence. Maybe it was your beliefs. Maybe it was a person. But again, I just get this energy of a turnaround here happening for you. So when this shows up as your outcome, there could be a healing of debt. Maybe you were knee deep or neck deep in some sort of debt or financial setback. I feel like you could be paying something off. Maybe you're paying off a car, a home, a credit card debt, something of that nature could be an outcome here. The 10 of Pentacles can also be healing some family drama, right? Maybe there was a situation in the family dynamic where you almost came to that turning point. Some of you, yeah, there was a death or there was a major ending. A cutoff is what I get between you and maybe a brother, you and a spouse, you and a child, you and someone who obviously this person meant a lot to you. They were like family or they were blood. But also you've done a lot of healing, ancestral healing, and it's actually increased your empathic abilities and intuitive gifts. That's what I see here. The Magician is all about the magic, right? But the Magician can also be at times a little bit manipulative, right? Tricks the audience to seeing what they want them to see. And I feel like some of you are dealing, I get brother here for some of you. I don't know if this is And I'm getting the name Virgil. Virgil, very specific. Please take it as it resonates. But I feel like there could be a brother, or maybe it was, again, it could be anyone, of course, but some of you it's brother. I feel like someone may have shifted, or there could be a turnaround when it comes to that relationship, or maybe someone turned out like dad or like a family member. And I feel like you're doing what you need to do that's best for you, best for your family, and you're not turning back. You've learned from the past, you've learned some valuable lessons, but with the 10 of Pentacles, your outcome, you're leaving a legacy for the people that you come into contact with, the lives that you touch, even for a short time. If it's for, you know, a month, maybe it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime, they say. And I feel like you touch the lives of many. Even if you come into contact with them for 5 minutes, I feel like you are the type of person, Pisces, that people remember. Beautiful. That is what I have for you, January 2024. January is your blueprint for the entirety of the year, and you're definitely in a position of trusting your intuition, trusting your emotions to lead the way. And I'm getting intellect as well with the King of Swords, but try not to overthink things as well. Shake up the routine, shake up some beliefs, connect with a professional, a guru, a coach, a mentor to help you out of maybe some sort of endings into new beginnings. Thank you so much, Pisces, for tuning in. If you like this, please share, hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces. Lots of love.